Hello and welcome to Star Studio V. The International Football Arena, Asia 2009, will be conducting its first ever business forum of football right here in Kuala Lumpur from 22nd to 24th of November 2009 at Shangri-La Hotel, Kuala Lumpur. In close cooperation with the Asian Football Confederation and sponsored by the Chelsea Football Club, the IFA Asia 2009 presents a perfect occasion to congregate and to exchange ideas, concepts, opinions with football's global business leader. And today here at Studio V, we have a very special guest, and he's none other than Marcel Schimd. Welcome to Studio V, Marcel.
Nice being here. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Now, Marcel has founded the International Football Arena Limited in 1992, and his company specializes in sports marketing and athlete management. Marcel has acted as an advisor for various companies within the world of sports and media business. In 2009, he became the chairman of a players management agency, which had a record of international player transfers involving great clubs like England, Germany, Spain, France, Holland, and the USA. So Marcel, thank you very much for joining us here at the Studio V. Tell us a bit about the International Football Arena 2009.
Well, we have started the conference back in '99 in Switzerland for the European audience mainly, but had a chance, thanks to our partner Chelsea, to expand to Asia. So we have been in Beijing for 2 years, the past 2 years, and now move on to Kuala Lumpur, which is, I think, fitting our idea to offer transfer know-how. And I think that the Kuala Lumpur situation here is new to us, but thanks to another partner besides Chelsea, which is the Asian Football Confederation, we have the support from people who know the Asian region very well and know the top executives in the world of football in Asia, of course.
Okay. Tell us a bit about what the whole conference and forum is about, maybe more in detail as to what participants can expect from this forum.
See, we do have high-level people attending, the decision makers. The format has always been that we have a rather small number of people attending, about 200 to 250, and the top executives have a platform, a neutral platform that we provide to exchange opinions on actual topics that are of concern to the world of football. And it's a networking opportunity, especially between East and West. Therefore, I think it's very important to understand that we deliver interesting information from the West to the Asian countries. But in the same time, I have to admit that a lot of big clubs from Europe want to understand the world in Asia. And as you know, they tour in Asia quite often, and they have a huge fan base already here. So they want to establish themselves a bit better every year they come back here.
That's great. So in respect to that, I believe a lot of notable speakers at the conference, and people like great names like Peter Kenyon and all. So who are some of the speakers you have lined up for this forum?
I have to say it's work in progress. We have still 5 weeks to go, and the nature of this business is that you are working relatively close to the conference date. But of course some names are already fixed. You mentioned Peter Kenyon, the CEO of Chelsea, which brings along the chairman, Bruce Buck. Then, of course, we have people from the Asian countries. One that I'm specifically proud of is Frank Lowy, the chairman of the Australian Football Federation, a very successful man who has had a great impact on Australian football. He's actually here because he is talking about the bid that Australia is making for the Football World Cup. Okay. Having said that, it's also an invitation passed on to all the Asian bidding countries for the World Cup. So we expect to have quite a lot of representatives from various Asian confederations who are bidding for the World Cup. Happy also to say that we bring along a very interesting man from FC Barcelona, who is explaining how they transform their talents into stars. And I have experienced this man just 5 weeks back in Europe, and he was astonishing in giving the information of how they do it in Barcelona.
So what would be the goal of this conference? What would you hope to achieve at the end of this conference?
Well, it depends a bit of what the delegates would like to achieve. What we can do is we can bring them together. We deliver actual topics with high-level speakers, but each individual has to decide what he wants to get out of it. We know that we have been pretty successful in terms of bringing business partners together, new business partners together. But they have to be active themselves. What we do, we deliver the platform, we bring up the topics that are of concerns to them, but it's finally also among the people how they behave and what they do with it, and there must be a follow-up, of course, between the delegates themselves.
Okay. So will this conference be an annual event in Kuala Lumpur?
It is an annual event for Asia, definitely, as well as one in Europe. If we stay on and have a second year in Kuala Lumpur, is too early to say, since we have to have the experience of having it done once in Kuala Lumpur. It might well be that we move around. India is on our map as well. Okay. But I think we want to see how people respond, and since we want to attract a lot of Asian countries, and I think geographically Kuala Lumpur is easy to be reached, I look forward to see a lot of different football associations representatives coming to Kuala Lumpur.
So Marcel, thank you so much for being here with us at the studio and sharing a bit about the Asian Football Arena 2009. And those of you who like to attend, it's actually through invitation, but we can be rest assured that we have some transfer of knowledge from the experts, you know, from around the world in the field of football, so that we in Asia could pick up and learn from the experts. Yeah. So thank you once again. Thank you a lot, Marcel. Yeah, and see you be right back. So it's good. So we'll start talking a bit. Supposed to talk, yeah.
Oh, we have to talk a bit more. Okay. I was always wondering.